Well, we're getting quite a lot of them at the moment. Starborn Guardian, level 3. He's well out of range at the moment. I want him under 2,000. Now we can go. Then we're going to slow down, so we should get him in locking range. And 1 missile, 2 missile. Oh, and he managed to evade. Speed up, spin round, get him from behind.
Target ship's engine.
And he's gone.
Too bad. So sad.
I'm going to try and stay behind him, but I can't. Come on, lock. And he's gone. Good. You can see at the moment I don't need to put anything into shields, but you'll see, but again, by the time I got to NG+10, I was starting to put skill points into shields, weapons, and so on the ship as well, just to try and help out the Starborn Guardian ship, because it does cap out at level 6. So at NG+6 is the max level of Starborn ship, where your powers and your armor actually go to level 10. And that's why it does become a little bit harder with the space battles as you get to the end. But you can still do it in the Starborn ship. It's still doable, but a few skills can really go a long way, like maxing out the shield skills, for example, can really help.
Hi. Please disregard. I attempted an informal greeting.
Right, there's the temple. I wondered if we were going to be able to see it. There's a couple of planets where the temple is actually down behind a mountain and the trees, so you've really got to use the scanner for a change. Whereas 9 times out of 10, you can actually see the temple. So using the scanner is really pointless. Though, be careful, because there are on a few planets, there are some structures that look very similar to the temple, and you can end up going to the wrong thing. Like I say, we're not scanning everything, we're just scanning it on the way just because we can. No direct path seen, thank you for that. Right, what have we got? Is it this one? Looks promising, and it is. It's just a very long one. Here we go. Thank you. You can let me in now. And up we go. What? There we go. I was in the room and it didn't actually want to start. I had to go a bit further in, apparently. Okay. Where is it? There it is, down behind me. Barrett in the way. Disappeared on me. Means it should... Normally when it disappears really quickly, it will reappear not far away from where it disappeared. Like, it won't do that on the other side of the room. So as long as you keep heading that direction, you'll be pretty close. There we go. Boom. Another power. Another power.
Part of me wants to stay and study this place, but part of me is energized.
And he's gone. And that's it, apparently. That apparently is all the powers. Let's check and see if we got them all or we got screwed. Right, these are all level 2s. You can see they've got 2 at the end of the name. That one is not. We know that because that's the bug from the first playthrough. Parallel self, that's the Barrett one. We did that twice. And that is indeed all the powers, minus the one that was bugged in the first playthrough. So now we just need to go to the ship. So we can quick travel there.
Hey,
Each of the stars, Captain.
And we need to get up, not get exit ship, which is easy to do. We've got literally half the planet on the ship. Hello, look, there's everybody. Hey, how you doing? Right, add artifacts. We've completed the armillary. Get in the seat. Take off.
Escape trajectory plotted. We're in orbit. What
So,
next?
this is it, ladies and gentlemen. We have come to the end of NG+1. So, we did the first playthrough, and we did the main story only and the Lair of the Mantis, and we did that all the way through. We went through Unity to NG+1, and we did all of the... we did all the main quest line in Lair of the Mantis, but we did shorten it a bit. So this was a full replay with the skipped sections, not the whole skip. So we basically skipped the Pilgrim Path, we skipped the Hunter battle at the Lodge, and at the end we skipped the final battle by using Persuasion. We did all the Starborn dialogue skips, except where we needed to use Persuasion so that we could level up our skill. And there we go. We're going to go now to NG+2. And here we are. Guys, here we are. We're in the Unity. We do get a different dialogue option at the beginning here.
You made it. I hope you're enjoying the view. I never get tired of staring at it. Eternity.
Okay, so now you get the Starborn option. You say that every time.
Do I? Welcome home, Starborn. As always, the path to a new universe is forward. Past me. Or, you could turn around and return from where you came.
Okay, so we're not going to do that. But we're going to go over to here, because so the first time...
Stepping towards infinity, I offer you a glimpse into
So the first time we sided with the emissary and killed the hunter. Because we sided with the hunter this time, this bit's different.
The hunter is reborn once again. His ethic of expediency and individual will spreads throughout the universe he leaves behind. Many will find the courage to rise and seize power from those who have it, for good or ill.
So that's different. This bit will be the same.
The Constellation membership who stays behind will, in time, publish their data about the discovery of the artifacts, Starborn, and the Unity. Space exploration across the settled systems is given new life, as people search for hope out there in the stars.
There we go. Now we're going into Unity, guys. New game. Here we go. We're about to lose everything we just got.
Although you leave this universe behind, a new universe awaits you. Who will you be in this one? What choices will you make?
it looks cool. You know, you've got to give him that. It looks cool. If you like space stuff, which I guess you do if you're playing a space RPG game. But it looks cool. You know, it's good. And there we go for Robert. So there you go, guys. That's it. NG+2. Right. We're going to skip it because I've seen these credits a lot. And here we are. We're back on our new ship. Right? NG+2. Right. So before we go and have a look at everything, the plan for this playthrough is we're going to do the shortened skip version. So you've seen a full playthrough the first time we did it. You've seen a playthrough as a Starborn, which is a full playthrough, but with the skipped sections. We're now going to do the full skip, so you get to see what a full skip looks like. And this is what I did from NG3 to NG10, which is a full skip each time, just to keep it short, right? So let's have a look what we got. So we're now on, as you can see, Starborn Guardian level 2. As I said, this goes up to Starborn Guardian level 6. And it basically gets a little bit more hull and shield, if I remember correctly, but pretty much most of the rest of it stays the same. The weapons don't really improve. The jump range definitely doesn't improve. So that's what you've got. And of course, you always do start with the Frontier as well, but I always use this. The other thing we've got is inventory-wise, we're now in the next series of Starborn suit. This is the level 2 Starborn suit. So it has slightly better physical energy and EM resistances. We've got Technician. I don't really like that very much. Resources. Don't really like that very much. This is nice. Headhunter deals plus 25% damage on the next attack, so that's pretty good. But still at this point, Mantis armor will be better. It is heavier, the Mantis armor, but it definitely is better, and you can upgrade it. So, like I say, it's not until you get to about NG+6, +7 level of Starborn armor do you not really want to be using the Mantis armor at that point. So, there you go. That's all of that. As I said before, you do keep your skills, you do keep your research stuff as well. So, I'll pick that up, and we'll jump into the seat. And you can see the Starborn armor does change. I think one of the things that I wish they brought into the game as well is that when you go into the new game and you get your new Starborn armor, you don't get to keep any of the old skins. So if you happen to really like the Starborn armor from, say, NG+7, when you go to NG+8, of course, you get the new Starborn armor, but there's no way to equip the skin look of the armor from NG+6 or NG+7. So I really wish once you got to NG+10 and you've had all the Starborn armors, it would be really cool if you even if you didn't unlock all the different armors with the different traits, it would be really cool if you unlocked the skin so that you could go and change it to look how you wanted it to look. You've unlocked them after all. You've gone through NG bloody God knows how many times. Give you a look. I really wish they did that. Right. So the first thing we're doing is one small step. We are going to the lodge. No re-rolling for a better suit? Nope. So yes, it's a good point that Zed brings up, is that if you save the game right before you go through Unity and you go through into New Game Plus and you get your Starborn armor, you get your traits we looked at, the Headhunter, the robot damage, and so on. If you don't like the traits, you can go back to your save and try again, and go back to your save and try again until you get the traits you want. To be honest, given that we're doing a rush through all the way to NG+10, I wouldn't recommend doing that, To be honest, it's good enough, and early on you'll change for the Mantis armor or whatever anyway. So I wouldn't recommend doing that until you're at NG plus 9 or even NG plus 10, about to go to the next either New Game plus 10 or New Game plus 11. And then when you're in the universe that you're going to stay in, then I would recommend re-rolling for the suit traits. But it's a good point, Zed, you bring up that there is an option to do that. So thanks for that. But yeah, we're not going to do that for the purpose of this. The whole purpose of this kind of playthrough in these live streams is to go through as quickly as possible through the new games to get to New Game plus 10, or at least show the process for doing it. Like, I don't intend to live stream the rush through to New Game plus 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. My plan was to show this one. We'll get to New Game plus 4, having completed the very skipped version, which is what we're going to do now. And then on any future live streams, I was just going to jump to my NG plus 11 character and just do things on that, like explore side missions, spaceship building, base building, all that sort of thing. So I hope that gives you an idea, Zed, of kind of what I was planning on this.
I can assure you this unprovoked...
Alright, let's have a look and see what actually I need to set my power. So you do have to re-choose your power again. So when you go to New Game Plus, your powers will be reset.
You'll be scanned as you enter the city. Okay.
Of course, you can't fast travel to the lodge the first time you go there.
The well's been having brownouts all
Last, off we go.
finally sent someone down there. Nothing's changed.
Okay, let's go.
Saw your ship come in. Thank you, buddy.
Very nice, personal atmosphere. The other thing with having 24 powers is you can't hot button them. So like if you want to change your power in the middle of a fight, you're going to have to go to a pause screen, reselect the power, and then do that. Whereas you can't like have 5 or 6 on a quick hot. I mean, you could keybind them. Actually, I don't even know if you can keybind them. That's the problem. Right, so before you go in the main one, I've had a requires key. I don't have the key yet. So bear in mind, right, there's a situation here that I've been in where I've come in and Andraja has killed everybody and you end up in a fight straight away. So you got to plan on being able to get a weapon pretty quick. But this time, not.
Hey there, I'm Sarah Morgan. Welcome to Constellation.
I thought I was playing
Okay.
Starborn. You're supposed to be Sam Coe.
No one can play Sam Coe until we find the right hat.
Right. So I haven't had this one before. So this is one of the different... You're at NG plus 5 at the moment. Do the weird universe thing. The weird universe thing still happen past NG plus 10. What do you mean the weird universe thing? Do you mean the different things that can happen? Like, yes. So if you mean that you can have different versions of the universe, yes, that still happens past NG plus 10. And you basically have to keep going through New Game Plus until you find the universe that you want to settle in. So here we've got a weird universe thing. So it's actually quite good to show this. This I've never had happen before. I haven't had the kid one, but we've now got one where everybody are kids. So hey kids, listen, I need to find some strange objects. And we call them artifacts.
Wait.
Yeah, so it still happens, Zed. So you basically have to keep playing till you find the universe you want to settle in.
No way!
Okay. Right. So I'm something better, even better. I'm a Starborn. I travel the multiverse. So I'm thinking this one will do the big skip.
Whoa, really? Hey, maybe that's where they all went. We don't really know what happened to the real constellation, but we found this note and all this stuff. It says to hand it over to the last member when they get here. You should have it. Okay. In today's adventure, Noel will lead an expedition to the dangerous city of Neon.
No, Noel stays in the lodge and does big brain stuff. She's not a leader.
Well.
That's what makes the adventure so fun. She has to rise to the moment.
Right.
Yeah.
This is new for me too. I've never had this. I've never had this one. So yeah, the game, you can get weird random things like this. But everything's still where it should be, which means weapons, ammo, and stuff like that. We can ditch the resources that we picked up. Like that, and that. So we've already got all these artifacts. We've already got all those artifacts. This is going to be weird because I've not done this before. Right. Power from beyond. You use the eye to locate temples. Right, we're going to go to the eye first, and then we're going to go find all these artifacts. Okay. How weird. I guess the question is what happens with Barrett's power on this one. So maybe you just get the temple. You just find it yourself. We're on a mission of discovery, ladies and gentlemen, because this is all very, very new. So that's what I mean. The game's bigger than people realize, in that they don't play it enough or long enough to realize how much depth there is to the game. But I do get some of people's issues, like the loading screens and the sameness, the dreariness, lacks color. I get all that stuff, but I still think it's underrated in terms of its depth. Right, so let's pick up the trauma pack. It's worth searching this early on because you are a little short of stuff.